It's your boy Nirgun in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got something really special. Of course, we get every day. We bring you some special content, of course, but also we're going to talk about Christian Eriksen to Arsenal. The swap deal is really happening. Everything will be discussed in the video, and of course, Arsenal's new fullback Nuno Mendes is how much truth is, and there's more update about that transfer news as well. And also, we're going to talk about something more special news. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end, and make sure you subscribe if you see daily Arsenal content. And I believe this is the best place to be. And let's just jump into the news that we've got here, because we've got some really important news for you guys. The first one it is the championship clubs are to be allowed 5 substitutions at the end of this month. England's second tier appears on the brink of leaving the Premier League in its dust, as they become the latest league to adopt a new 5 substitution rule following the lockdown. The Telegraph have reported that the championship could follow other European leagues plus the Champions League in allowing 5 substitutions instead of the usual 3 during a game. The Premier League adopted this rule during Project Restart in the summer, we all know that. But also, recently, the top flight managers, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola, have all called it for its reintroduction, as well as Gareth Southgate is critical of the injuries that this new season with 3 substitutions is bringing on. But moving on, also football fans could be allowed back into the stadiums as early as next month, while Premier League and Football League clubs could welcome supporters back into the stadiums in December under plans drawn up by the government, according to Sports Mail. The Department of Culture, Media and Sports are said to have submitted proposals which would allow fans in areas where the pandemic rates are low to attend games for the first time since March. While the government are yet to officially agree to the proposal, the DCMS involvement is encouraging. Football fans have long bemoaned not being allowed to re-enter stadiums, so I think so. There is some really good news in December. But moving on, well, Reece Nelson was seen banging in free kicks in Arsenal training grounds, and the guy has a lot of talent in the locker room that not many would have known about it. But moving on, let's talk about it. Bernd Leno reveals what Mesut Ozil has done since being frozen out at Arsenal by Mikel Arteta. So Leno has revealed that Mesut Ozil has remained both absolutely professional and loyal since being frozen out at the Emirates Stadium. Ozil has not played for the club since the UK was forced into its first full-scale national lockdown back in March, with his last outing being 1-0 home victory over West Ham United. So Leno actually told to German outlet Bild that Mesut is still a part of the team and trains with us. He is absolutely professional both on the pitch and in the changing room. Obviously, it's a disappointing situation for him, but Mesut handles it well and is absolutely loyal. And recently, Arteta stood by his decision to freeze out Ozil. He says, what I can tell you, that I tried my best. I tried to give him as many opportunities as I could. And that from my own side, I've been patient, giving him opportunities and being fair. He's a player that belongs to a football club. He's been a really important player in the last few seasons. So we all know, we heard the Mikel Arteta speech about Mesut Ozil. So moving on, well, Omar Reki, the truth behind Omar Reki's transfer to Arsenal. The 18-year-old is expected to join Arsenal in January and has been told he'll get to train with the first team. Now, Arsenal have agreed to sign Omar Reki from Hertha Berlin in January. The 18-year-old was expected to officially sign on transfer deadline day, but a deal could not be completed in time, with William Saliba's loan move as well breaking down during the last moments to Saint Etienne. Reki, a senior Tunisian international who has previously played at youth level for the likes of Feyenoord, Manchester City, PSV and Marseille, has been assured by Arsenal Academy manager Pierre Mertesacker that he will get to train regularly with the first team when he joins. Well, of course, Arsenal are keen on the idea of loaning Reki back to the Bundesliga side to aid his transition, although at this stage no decision has been made on whether that will happen or not. Reki is a left-sided centre-back and has received offers from clubs across Europe, with his brother Karim, who plays in the same position, leaving Hertha to join Spanish giants Sevilla on a 5-year contract last month. So also, Mesut Ozil off the pitch is really being savage towards DFB. Yes, the German international. Actually, Spain destroyed Germany 6-0. Of course, Ferran Torres hat-trick really killed the game. So Mesut Ozil actually posted this. This is Omar Reki, I'm sorry. So Joachim Low actually confirmed that in the aftermath that Thomas Müller, Jerome Boateng and Mats Hummels would no longer be considered for selection for Germany after that World Cup. So Mesut Ozil, after yesterday's destruction and demolition by Spain of Germany, he says time to take Jerome Boateng back, and that's what he's fighting for, Jerome Boateng to be taken back into the Germany setup. Cool, isn't it? But moving on, ex-Arsenal youth star Nico Yanaris changes his name to Lee K as he becomes first naturalized player to earn China cap. When he gave up his British passport as the world's most populated country prohibits dual nationality on joining Beijing Guan last year, and now has 5 caps for his adopted nation. He says, to be honest, I'm not sure what the name means. I was given it when I moved here. I didn't actually know my name had officially changed until I arrived. It was a bit of a surprise, but I'm happy and proud to have a Chinese name. Everyone says it's a decent name. Li is quite a common name in China. I'm used to people calling me it now. Some people still call me Nico. Some call me Li K. But it's more fans who will call me by my Chinese name. He was actually eligible for China through his mother, who was born there but speaks Cantonese rather than Mandarin, in which her son is trying to learn. Some people would agonize over a decision to waive their British citizenship to actually get a Chinese one. He says, I was probably the most relaxed and most calm about it out of everyone. I think people around me were nervous because it hadn't been done before. So moving on. Talking about more stuff, Eddie Nketiah yesterday scored a couple of goals, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he scored a couple of goals. There was a 5-0 victory for them. So Eddie Nketiah shared these images with the tweet, ring ring, still receiving international calls, strong team performance to cap a successful qualification stage. Of course, Eddie Nketiah is really wreaking havoc. But moving on, Willian will have to return a negative COVID test before being allowed to train with Arsenal after a trip to Dubai. But the Telegraph claimed that the Gunners were today trying to establish the full facts of Willian's outings, which came as a surprise to the club, which was only realized after a picture of himself with the restaurant owner arrived on social media. The restaurateur, known widely as Salt Bay, put the picture on his Instagram on Monday night of the two of them. So the UK's latest travel guidance during lockdown says that the international travel from England is restricted except in limited circumstances such as work or education. So Willian made a move to Salt Bay, so it looks like he's going to quarantine. That means Nicola Pepe could get the chance. But moving on, well, is Nuno Mendes, the fullback that Arsenal are actually trying to bring to the Emirates, but Nuno Mendes, Leicester City have actually are into the fray to sign him alongside Manchester United. Now he is now the first choice left back for Ruben Amorim, starting all 9 matches this season and helping unbeaten Sporting to the top of the league. The Premier League table toppers Leicester are considering making an approach to sign Mendes, but he has penned a new contract until 2025 on his 18th birthday this summer and has a release clause of 40 million pounds. So it's not going to be that easy for anyone to get him. But moving on, well, Matteo Guendouzi's actually his ex-manager has actually sent a big message here. Mikel Landreau was manager of Lorient between 2017 and 2019 when Guendouzi started to draw plaudits with his impressive performances in France. He says, he annoyed me terribly. He is very complicated to manage. He sometimes has some behaviors within a group that are very, very hard, but somehow that's what he is, big. He doesn't let go. He's a fighter. He has an oversized ego, but he certainly needs it. I think he needs to be in the spotlight to be a leader. He needs to be a captain or a vice captain, and he will try to make the most of it because that's the way he is. And that means that his teammates have to accept him the way he is because he's a pain on a daily basis. He is a pain on a daily basis, but on the other hand, he's talented. So, of course, Guendouzi is not somebody that you would want on your team. Oh, of course, you would not want him on a team. And let's talk about more stuff because we are going to definitely talk about the bigger aspects of the game. And of course, Christian Eriksen's swap deal with Granit Xhaka is actually just a rumor. Don't completely believe in it because, of course, Correa dello Sport We don't actually believe it, but I think personally that the whole Christian Eriksen thing is just a smoke screen. Don't completely believe it. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came our way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes to platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the news that comes on this platform. I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. 15,000 subscribers is all we ask. Let's reach there, man. Let's do it. Yeah, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.